Hello there, my YouTube family. How are you? I am so glad to be with you once again. Once again, I want to thank you for the emails that I'm getting, all the comments that you are making. I am so appreciative. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel, liking the page, and sharing the page, getting others involved that need the help, that are hurting. Thank you so much for caring, because a lot of times when people deal with a narcissistic relationship, the cluster B relationship, a lot of things that happen in these relationships, people fail to believe them because sometimes it's just so unreal, the things that people go through with the individual narcissist, male or female. And so when they're going through these things and they're telling their family, they're telling their friends, a lot of time people think they are exaggerating, and then they think the individual that is complaining is the problem, and the narcissist a lot of time get away because not everybody have dealt with these type relationships, and it just seemed unfathomed that these different things can happen in homes, with families, with children. And so now the question of the night is, why do narcissists have this insatiable appetite for pain and torture? Why? Why can't they just be normal people? Well, first of all, they are narcissists for a reason. 6% in all of America has been diagnosed with NPD, and that is the narcissist personality disorder. And when you look at the different definitions and the different characteristics, most of them, they cause pain, they create pain, they create trouble. And when you have been with a person who specializes in these different relationships of the narcissist, and there are different types of narcissists, they're not all the same, they don't have the same personality, they have different tastes, but they mostly have the same pattern. They can have the same pattern with people and the pain that they cause. That's why when people get together and they talk, many of them went through the same thing or going through the same thing. They can assist each other. They understand each other because they have a pattern that they follow. And it's another reason why we know that there's more than just a natural element to that, because how do a person in China come over to America and meet a person and they both been involved with a narcissistic relationship, and both of them have patterns and they don't went through the same thing? Because it's the same spirit that works in these people, and these people are very troubled, they're very empty, they can be very angry, they're very manipulative, they maneuver in a certain way, they are easily bored, many of them are much immature, they have a lot of grandiosity, they think they're the gods of the world, they blame other folk, they never look within, they always look without, it's always your fault. And so when you have a person, an individual like that, it is so easy to know that why they create pain and devastation, the evaluation, gaslighting, word salad, and the discord. And then they come back for a hoover. They hoover the person that they told was nothing. They hoover the person that they told they didn't love. They hoover the person that they said they hate. They hoover the person that they said they no longer need. They come right back to that person and they start to love bomb that person, say that you're the one I need. I recognize that I can't do without you. You're the ultimate of my life. Can't find anybody else. Then boom, then here they go again. They somewhere triangulating. Then when the fuel get low, boom, they go back. They keep coming back to where the fuel is. These are fuel sensory individual, not love entitled individual. They could care less about loving you if you have no fuel. It's about the narcissist. Everything they do, if they do something nice, you better know that on the end of that niceness is a rope. The narcissists need pain because you need what you are. When you are empty, when you are void, when you're constantly looking for love, they shut down love, but they constantly look for people to love them. They can be very wicked, They can be very evil, but they want somebody that's perfect. They want somebody that's nice. They want somebody that's loving. They want somebody to feel everything that they are not. The narcissists want that. They want that in an individual, and they want that expressed in an individual. And this is why when you express it to them on Wednesday, it's beautiful. On Friday, they hate it, and they tell you, why are you doing it? And you said, well, because Wednesday you told me you love it. And the one thing the narcissist does, they have to get you at the height with the love bombing. Everything they do is intentional. They intentionally get you at the height to love on you, to care about you, to get you to trust them so you can open up to them. And then they drop you. They drop you hard. The harder you cry, the more the fuse start to pour for them. The more pain you have, the more fuse start to pour for them, because they hate themselves, and so they hate you because internally they're not satisfied with themselves. And that's why the narcissist can say, I'm looking for somebody to love me. And you, even if they're married, you're like, you're married, what do you mean you're looking for somebody to love you? You got a wife. That does not matter. What the wife doesn't do, they'll look for it in you. And this is when you should know something is wrong. And many people have been with the narcissist 25, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. The narcissist never change. And some people, even as an old woman or old man, they finally have to walk away. They finally said it's enough. They finally said, I'm not going to let them kill me. I'm not going to let them tear me down. Everything I am, I don't even know who I am. I don't know who I am for so long until I got to find the residue so I can put the pieces together. I got to find the blueprint of what I'm supposed to be. That would never happen until you go no contact, because the fog, the addiction, and all of the ailments that is caused from being with the narcissist can literally make you physically sick being with them. It's so much stress because you never know. You're always in flight mode. You're always in run mode. You're always in horror mode. You don't know what to expect from one day to another. It changes at the drop of a hat. They are not stable. You don't know when they're coming home. You don't know when they get angry. You don't know what to cook. And you don't know. They love you today. They married to you. They want to make love today. You touch them the other day. They hate it. They hate your hands on them. And you wonder, what is wrong with these people? These people are NPDs. They are narcissists. And narcissists are like that. You have to do your homework if you're going to be with these people, because they will affect you. Even physically, you'll find yourself getting sick and they're getting better. You'll find yourself looking old and they're looking younger. You'll find yourself tired and they are thriving with energy of a 16-year-old, and you're just being wore out because they're sucking up your fuel. But they're not just sucking up for them. They're getting this fuel for the new supply that they're triangling, because for that new supply, they'll do anything. It's new. It's like a new toy. When a child get a new toy, all the other toys he loved, but now he don't want to play with it because he got a new toy. And what matters to him is his brand new toy. I want to play with this new toy. The new toy get all the attention. All the old toys he put away. But the old toys may be more sturdier. It may be made better than the new toys. Like a lot of narcissists, you may find that you've been together for 50 years. The narcissist will go and get a 17-year-old girl, 17-year-old boy. She is 60 years old and her boyfriend now, her new boyfriend is 18, or the new girlfriend is 17, and you're looking like, what? He's an old man. He's old enough to be your granddaddy. He don't care anything about a granddaddy. He's a narcissist. It's fuel. It's fresh fuel. It's new fuel. And what the narcissist would do, he would change himself over, because they mirror everything. They tap in everything. There's a law of transference that happen with them. They take on all his nasty behavior because he's going to break them down to nothing. And then he's going to take on all their youth. He's going to take on all their power because he can't take on love. There's no place in him for it. You give it to him, he can't keep it. It does not rest with him. That's why you can love a narcissist. You can do everything. They are coming back to traumatize you, because trauma is pain. That's fuel like no other. That negative fuel feeds them, because what you do is tell them they're good, they're better, they're the best, because they have tore you down. They have brought you to size. There is a movie that Morgan Freeman plays in, and it's called Kiss the Girls. And this guy, I mean, he was GQ all the way, Castanova. And he got all of the women, and all the women he got was gifted. All of the women he got was strong, gifted, powerful women. And all he wanted to do was break them down. Once he broke them down, he was done with them. He just wanted them broken. He had this thing against strong women, which probably his mother gave him a hard time. So when it came to a strong woman, the only way he can get his mother back was to make these women pay. He will rape them and sodomize them and beat them and just any kind of torment that you think of, these women went through. But he will isolate them. He will leave them to their own mind. And a lot of times that's what the narcissist does to you. He leads you to your own mind. He leads you to think about what he's doing, and you think over and over and over and over. You take a thought and turn that thought over and over. That thought has influence. That thought has persuasion. That thought has imagery, because pictures goes into a thought. Whatever you think, you could see it. And if you see it long enough, you start becoming that thing, because now you don't went from doubting it to believing it, because the consistency start convincing you. And so now you are convinced that you are nothing, because the pain that the narcissist inflicts upon you, you giving them everything. You make love to them, you cook, you clean, you take care of the kids, and it's still not enough. And he come home, he don't have to want for anything. It's not enough. He needs the pain. And when you don't give him the pain, he leaves. He leaves, he go, because that's the kind of fuel he needs. And many times when people go ballistic, I've had people to even kill themselves. They kill themselves over a narcissist. They are gone, and the narcissist, what he did to them, he's still doing. He's still triangulating. He's still getting new supply. Nothing stopped except that person in their life, because they couldn't do without the narcissist. And the narcissist is still doing without them. Never give up your precious life over a dead thing, because that dead thing is going to keep moving. Some of the narcissists are the living dead, the walking dead, the moving dead, the persuasive dead. They're in the bed, but it's a dead body with a live body, a working dead mind with a working live mind. And what happens is, when you take a decayed body, Paul said, "Oh, wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from this body of death?" And this body of death was when the Romans would allow a body to decay. They would allow that body to sit and rot. And when the worms come in that body, they would tie that rotten body to a healthy, flowing, energetic body. But the worms would transfer and start eating through the skin of that healthy body until you eat through vital organs, and the organs start to die. It was a slow, torturous death. And that's the way it is with a narcissist. A rotten body connected to a healthy body, a healthy mind, a healthy life, healthy goals, healthy ambitions, a healthy will. But those worms of the narcissist, lies and torture and deceiving and devaluations and discards and coming back and inconsistency and triangulation. And some of you got physical violence, where you was once beautiful and they just have beat you so until you can't even stand to look at yourself. They need that kind of fuel. You got to get that dead body off of your body, because sometimes when you can get to the body to save the organs, to get the worms, to kill the worms, you can allow them to heal and to recover. The narcissists need pain. You don't. Narcissists need torment. You don't. The narcissists need devaluation. You don't. Once you go no contact, go no contact. Don't go back. Don't answer the text, because you got to remember, with the narcissist, there is an induction of dependency upon them, because they are addictive. A narcissist, you can play with them if you want to. You can quote the Bible. That is fine. But when you are living with a malignancy, you have to handle it in a different way, because it's every day. You build yourself, but every day they turn it down. Every day they're gaslighting you. Every day is nothing. Every day is devaluation. Every single day. Every single day. And many of you, I'm great and I'm big in God. Well, it shouldn't have been a choice with him. We made choices, and we paid for those choices that we made. And they wasn't worth making, and they wasn't worth keeping, because nobody knows the hell that we went through with them. And once we heal, you do not go back. Never, never go back. It ain't, they looking good, they ain't got nothing to do with it. No more addiction over that. Once you are done, you are done. Once you go NC, which is no contact, that means no contact. Keep yourself pure. And you'll find the longer you go without the narcissist, the longer you live your life without the narcissist, all the fog, all the dependency start to leave, and you can see them. And then when you look at them, you wonder what was wrong with you. What did you see that made you go overboard like that? They don't even look the same. You don't even have the same attraction to them. You allow them to torture your body, beat your body. You allow them to spend your money, waste your finances. Some of you, they molest your kids, they molest the children. And you were so addicted, you still didn't leave. You kept trying to say it was all right at the expense of your children. You went to court, they influenced the court, they had frequencies overloads in the court and permeate the environment, influence everybody that had a seat, including the judge. And then you came out, you had all of your documents, you had it together, and they're probably trying to figure out what happened. The influence, the frequency, and my daughter did frequencies and tones and zones. Go to her YouTube channel and look at that, Dr. Carmen Bryant. Excellent teaching, second to none. They influence. They influence. They influence. They influence. You don't need the influence of the narcissist, because they're going to hurt, and they're going to keep hurting. They're going to cause you pain. The more pain they cause, the more pain they want. It whets their appetite. It makes them hungry for more. It makes them thirsty for more. When they look at you, they're looking at feeding time, drinking time. It's time to eat. That means it's pain time. It's time to drink. That means somebody getting ready to cry. Somebody getting ready to hurt. You, the children, they don't care nothing about those kids. They don't care nothing about those kids now. They care about themselves. The kids will always be second, and so will you. There's no first to the narcissist. They don't even make God first, because they think they are gods. Trust me. So, you say, they need pain? They do. Yours. They're bloodsuckers and flesh eaters. They need to hear your bones, just like the hyena, with those pounds of pressure on their jaws, and they begin to eat other animals. They eat down to the bones. They crush their bones like they're crackers. The narcissist will crush your life like it's crackers. If you don't wake up, the more you sleep, the more you want to sleep. Don't go to sleep. Wake up. It's time to wake up. Why the narcissists need pain? That's the way they eat, and that's the way they feed. Werewolves are carnivores, And this werewolf will always come after your flesh. You have to fight back. Build your mind. Read. Read a lot. Read positive things. Read things that's going to talk back to who your real self is. Read. Read. Christians, read the Bible. Read positive things. Those of you not Christians, read positive things. Read edifying things. Read things that's going to feed your mind. Feed your mind. Feed your mind. Feed it. Feed it. Feed it every day. Go to the bathroom if you have to. When you take a shower, put the book on the floor and just read. And then whatever you read, if you have to hide the book, rehearse it. Open your mouth and say what you read all day. Tell your brain what to think. You are not that. You are very valuable. You are very important. You are very intelligent. You are very skilled. You are very consistent. You are not inconsistent. You are not losing your mind. You are educated. You will be educated. You will get another job. You will get out. You will get the kids out. You have the favor of God. You have the strength of God. Talk to yourself. You need positive affirmation. You must be sometime under God your own hero. Stop waiting for heroes. You're it. You're the shero and you're the hero. Build yourself until your escape for life happens, because you don't die behind an unchangeable situation that is not going to give proper credit to your strength. You live, you overthrow, you overcome, and you recover. And you go steady and disciplined, and you succeed. You excel. You get promotion, and you do not die. You go all the way to the mastery with your life. You can do it. You was designed to do it. You was made to do it. They know that. Now, you need to believe. I'm Helen Sadler. I am your destiny helper. See you next time.